Pregame.com.
Fez was buying Golden State in January. Now he's selling them off in March as a loss. This is Brad Bowers in the Pregame.com studios just off the Vegas Strip. I know it's NCAA Tournament March Madness time, but the NBA playoffs start in just a month, and why not talk about some NBA championship odds? And Fez, you got a futures pick that you like right now.
I took the field plus $1.25 against Golden State. It's all about Kevin Durant's injury and the impact on the Warriors. He is the latest projection, not supposed to be back until the playoffs, according to Roto World. He's starting to shoot the ball, but he won't see game action likely until the playoffs. This is a really big deal, especially considering this is his first year with Golden State, so not giving the players time to gel with them as playoff basketball approaches, a big problem.
Now, similar to Steph Curry from last year, you don't think even when Durant comes back, he's ever going to be fully 100% this year.
Yeah, let's face it, they lost the finals last year because when Curry came back from his injury, he was just not Steph Curry anymore, and I really think Durant won't be in basketball shape. You have a knee injury, you can't train, you can't run and the like. I imagine he'll probably be 75%, not 100%.
Let's talk power ratings. I'm a power ratings guy. You're the power ratings guy at pregame as far as the NBA goes. I want to know, how much is Kevin Durant worth when he's 100%?
Well, initially, I knocked him down 3 points. I had him 13 points better than an average team, and I put him down to 10. And most of the betting markets agreed with that. Well, after a couple weeks of floundering against the spread, I made a 5-point adjustment. Golden State's only 8 points better right now in my numbers, and the reason is the depth. This team is lacking the depth they had in prior years, and it is really showing up in the results. They're struggling.
Now, I got to mention this. I'm an avid listener to when you, RJ Malinsky, are doing the ESPN radio show every Monday. And I thought I remember vaguely back in January, you offered a best bet. You said, hey, it's time to buy Golden State now. Yes, minus 200. I got to ask you, Fez, what now with that bet?
What a disaster. I locked in a loss. And this is like a little secret that we always hear about the pros playing these great medals. Oh, I played over 121 and under 130, and we get nothing but great bets. Well, we get some crappy bets, too. And I didn't envision that my best player, the second best player in the league, was going to be out for the remainder of the regular season. So when that happened, I said, well, maybe he'll come back in March. Maybe things will be okay. And then after about 3 weeks of watching Golden State stink and him not projected to come back until the playoffs, I said, the heck with this. I drove over to the South Point. I took plus 125, and I locked in a loss.
All right, your second main handicap.
The rest of the team is going to be tired, similar to what happened last year. Last year, they chased the record, tried to get the 73 wins. All right, we're not going to do that this year. Well, the problem is this year, they got to chase the number 1 seed, which was a foregone conclusion when I laid minus 200 on Golden State to win it all. Now they're only 2 games up. They are struggling, and San Antonio is right behind them. So Curry, Thompson, Green are all going to have to play much more minutes than Kerr wants to play to hold on to that number 1 seed.
And you got to be honest, if they drop down to the number 2 seed, I think we're even better shape here because the matchups as far as who they're going to be playing in the West playoffs, they could be facing like a Houston team in the semifinals.
Yeah, I really think that this is the ultimate free roll here because what's going to happen is that if Durant comes back for the playoffs and they hold on to the number 1 seed and all their other players remain healthy, all likely none of them locks, then I think the true odds probably should be Golden State minus 125, Field plus $1.25. If any of those 3 things don't come to pass, I've got a great bet on the Field.
No question. Let's make it official.
Let's make it official. Kevin Durant will not be 100% in the playoffs. His knee injury will have him out of basketball shape throughout the playoffs, and the rest of the team will be tired. The starters will have to play too many minutes chasing that number 1 seed in the West. The Fez math says take the Field plus $1.25 versus Golden State to win the NBA title. More videos at pregame.com.